Hey, how's it going everybody? It's James Amero here at SwitchWatch and I'm back. It's Sunday. Yes, it's that time of the week when we go hunting for bargains. We've been sport the last few weeks with all the Black Friday and Cyber Monday shenanigans going on. It's back down to earth. There are lots of junk games on sale and we've had to really scour to find some that are worth considering, but we've managed to do so. In the run up to Christmas, we thought we'd get involved in the festive fun and give away a $10 eShop voucher. All you have to do to participate is pop a comment down below with your pick of the week, and that's it. That's simple. Let's jump in and take a look at this week's bargains. Kicking things off with my pick of the week, and it's the fantastic Monster Boy in the Cursed Kingdom. This is a great platformer created by the original Wonder Boy team. This is a spiritual successor in the Monster World series with an all-new grand adventure. This title comes with heavy expectations and it doesn't disappoint. It's a fun, engaging experience that is accessible to a wide audience, die-hard platformers and the more casual player alike. We've seen some amazing platformers on the Nintendo Switch with games like Mario Odyssey and Hollow Knight, and this game sits up there close to those dizzy heights. It takes inspiration from the original Wonder Boy games without letting the story weigh it down. One of the things that stands out in this game is the soundtrack. The credits read like a Hall of Fame list of iconic Japanese composers in the games industry and was 2 years in the making, with 40 unique pieces of music produced. Yuzo Koshiro, known for many titles like Sonic the Hedgehog and Streets of Rage 2, Motoi Sakuraba, the lead behind Mario Golf and Tales series and Phantasy Star, Mitsuru Yamane, whose accomplishments include Castlevania and Suikoden. It's amazing, this soundtrack, and really the quality is what you'd expect from such an all-star studded cast. We have music that fits perfectly into the world, that brings a sense of wonder and suits the mood throughout. At 50% off, this really is a must-buy. Jordan, Juan, what are your picks this week?
Hey guys, Jordan here with my pick of the week. I have to admit this has been a tough one for me to wade through this week's sales to see what I could recommend to you. Well, I did land on Fate Extella the Umbral Star. Now I know the second game in the series is also on sale, but I'd like to recommend this one myself since it's a game that I've actually played and can personally vouch for its quality. It's a Masu style game, although not from Koei Tecmo, set in the Fate world. While the story and dialogue may be the most embarrassing that I've ever witnessed, the gameplay was really satisfying for me. Bite-sized Masu levels with some fun hack and slash action. At 50% off in Europe, now at £17.99 in the UK and €19.99 in mainland Europe, I really think that's a solid price for the amount of action that you'll get out of this one. I'd definitely be happy to pick it up for that price if I didn't own it already for my Vita. Anyone played this before? Would you also recommend it at 50% off? Let us know. Alright guys, that's my pick of the week. I'll see you next time.
Thank you very much, James. Whenever a shoot 'em up comes in for review, Jordan and I are always battling it out to see who reviews the game. I'm a huge shoot 'em up fan ever since I was a boy playing them, and so this week I've gone for Raiden V Director's Cut, which has been reduced from £26.99 down to £16.19, which is 40% off here in the UK. It really is a great little game. It was released over sort of 25 years ago and it made its mark then. Really hard to master, but on the Nintendo Switch it's really quite modern still, looks good. It's added some game modes with an all new story mode, and it alters depending on your performance, which is quite interesting. And there's also boss missions where you just have to defeat bosses under special conditions. There's also, a gallery and all of that kind of stuff. But the great thing is that you can play with another player offline. Unfortunately, there's no online mode here. And there's 3 ships. Like most of these games, you can pick a few ships also. And for the first time, it's not the best, I have to say, but voice acting has been added to the series. And the director's cut also has some exclusive levels. So while £16.19 is still, a little bit of money there, it's one of the discounts that I thought was pretty good this week, and I've picked it up already and I'm having a fantastic time with it. Thanks guys, ladies and gentlemen, take care, see you next time.
Thanks Jordan, thanks Juan, and there you have it folks, those are our picks of the week. As I mentioned at the beginning, do let us know your pick of the week down below and we'll be giving one lucky person a $10 eShop voucher. Now of course there are many more games to be explored. Next up, If you like shoot 'em ups, then Starghost may be prime for you to try. We gave this game a 7 out of 10 at the time on the channel. It has been on sale before at 50% off, but now it's got a hefty 75% off. Then it's definitely worth considering. In this one, you get to take down the Megaton Empire and save the planet. If you like blasting through waves of enemies, then this might be one for you. It's a simple, quick pick up and play shmup. Akane is one of the simplest games on the Switch. You slash enemies and if you get hit once, you die. Yet, it's really addictive. You just want to get a higher score. There are some awesome moves and a few unlockables to discover along the way, but it really is a simple game that takes place on a single screen. Its style is fantastic, reminding me of animes like Akira, and at this price, it's a short-lived but addictive title. Blazing Beaks is a great little game to play with friends. It has randomly generated levels and you can play the story mode with a friend in co-op mode or of course alone. Either way, it's a blast. If you want to compete against friends, then there is a tournament mode too to test your skills against each other. For us, we loved how simple it was to pick up and play and get into. Blasting foes is super fun and reminded us a little of Enter the Gungeon, just not quite as good. Still, for the current sale price of Blazing Beaks, it's a lot more easygoing on the wallet. Yesterday Origins is a great experience for point-and-click adventure game fans. It presents a solid package very reminiscent of the second era of adventure gaming. If you like Microid's other efforts like the Siberia series, you'll do well to pick this one up too, as it's more of the same, but potentially even better. If you want to take a deeper look, then why not click up at the top right hand side and check out Jordan's review of this one. Earthlock is a turn-based JRPG straight out of the PS2 era. The biggest problem with this one when it came out was its cost. It does everything quite well, but it's not a stunner in the sense that you're going to enjoy it, but there's nothing that particularly stands out. It's a solid experience, and at this price point, it's definitely worth considering. You have to give Snowcastle credit. When the game first came out before its release on the Switch, there were some issues, and they did a good job of rebuilding it and giving us a solid package. This next one's only available in the US at the moment on sale, but remember that the Switch is region free, so one of the benefits being you can pick up games from any region. X-Morph Defense combines the action of a twin-stick shooter with the strategy of a tower defense game, and the combination works really well. There's a lot going on and it's quite a steep learning curve, but it's very enjoyable, and it's great fun to be honest, just playing as the bad guys and blowing up those pesky humans. Pinstripe is an indie labour of love, a game that was made by one man over 5 years. There is some action, but it really does take a back seat. What's at the forefront of this is the story, our journey following Ted through 5 different areas of hell. It can be quite horrific at times, but it's told in quite a cutesy and clever way. The puzzles on offer are enjoyable, and the visuals are brilliant in my opinion. This is a short experience with a moving tale that you will enjoy from start to finish, and probably never play it again. For that reason, it's a perfect game to pick up now that it's on sale. Super Neptunia RPG takes the series in a different direction as a 2D Metroidvania title, combined with turn-based RPG battles. The levelling up system is really interesting as it's based on the weapons that you're using, and I find that the game looks really nice with all the main characters from the franchise that you would expect to see. The voice acting is also done well. That said, the game does have technical issues. There are a few odd design choices and some performance issues as well. Fans of the series will be pleased that this is now 50% off, as it makes it a thing that you can consider, whereas before I would say steer clear. Taimumari is a retro 8-bit platformer with lots of personality. It's devilishly difficult, even on easy mode, let alone some of the harder modes that are out there. Lots of different items to pick up and use and enjoy here, as well as 3 game modes on offer. At this price, it's one that I would recommend to anyone who likes retro platformers. I reviewed Tabletop Racing, and what it made me think of was a cross between Mario Kart and Micro Machines back in the day. There are 8 different areas with 32 tracks available, and I love looking around at all the little items that the developer has put in place around the map. Playing this one through, I quite enjoyed the campaign. There are a few different variations of race where you've either got to do one-on-one races, classic races, or basically shoot enemies with weapons. Overall, this isn't a bad experience. The biggest problem that I had going for it was its price point. Now on sale, it makes it a lot more interesting. Over in the US eShop right now, there's a nice sale on lots of digital board games. My first pick out of the bunch is Catan, a game that me and my family love playing. This is a classic strategic game where you play as one of a number of settlers as you try to take over an island. If you're not familiar with the game, then this is quite a good way to get into it, as it has a built-in game tutorial as well as a campaign mode. For the most part, playing on the Switch is a nice experience. The visuals are decent, everything runs pretty quickly, and the controls are simple enough. There's online multiplayer that works well, but there is one big miss here, and that is there's no ability for local multiplayer, which is a shame. Aside from that though, if you're looking for Catan experience on the move, then this is a great buy at 50% off, or if you're looking to pick up the game and figure out how to play it, again, this might be one for you to consider. Carcassonne is another classic strategic game. In this, you take on the town of Carcassonne as you try to build and mess with your opponents to ultimately get a better score. I have to say that on the Nintendo Switch, this game looks fantastic, and the controls are also brilliant. Here we have the opposite problem to Catan. Local multiplayer works fine, although it's annoying that you cannot rename players, but there is no online multiplayer at the moment. If you're looking for a no-nonsense digital version of this game that you can sit around the TV and play with your friends, then this is one worth considering. Morphite is a futuristic game with a distinct look. It's an FPS game where you get to explore different planets, take on enemies, and stumble upon interesting side quests. The reality is it's a little bit spread thin, and the enemy AI isn't great. If you're looking for something that's quite relaxed, a laid-back, chill adventure where you get to go out and explore, then you will like this one. But if you're looking for some meaty game, this isn't it. Juan reviewed this one, and you can check that out at the top right-hand side. Fate Extella the Umbral Star was Jordan's pick this week, and its sequel, Fate Extella Link, is also on sale, albeit with less discounts. This very much builds on the previous title and makes some slight improvements to the visuals. The gameplay is very much the same. That said, it introduces cart mode, and there are a few new features make this one worth exploring if you like the first. And for me, I did. I very much enjoyed having the ability to go and get to know the different servants within the hub world that was introduced this time around. Overall, if you enjoyed the first, you might want to pick this one up too. Son of a Witch is a short roguelike adventure with cutesy graphics. It's surprisingly quite deep. It doesn't look that way, but there are lots of different skills and classes available, as well as co-op play. In co-op, this is where you will enjoy this game the most, playing this one with a friend and getting through the short campaign. There are a couple of other game modes as well, and on sale, it's one worth considering. Jotun is an action-adventure game steeped in Norse mythology. This is a wonderful looking game with an engaging story. It fits really well on the Switch. The battles are great fun. Some of the exploration can get a little bit tedious at times, but overall this is a great package, one that I can recommend to anyone who likes an adventure game, especially at this price. And lastly, it's Gear Club Unlimited. This is what we'd have to say is a pretty average racer. It's not bad, it looks gorgeous. At 80% off, I'd certainly look at it if you're in the market for this type of game. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Do let us know down below what your pick of the week is, and we'll be choosing someone from amongst them to give away a $10 eShop voucher too. We'll be back next Sunday with more bargains for you. Be sure to subscribe if you want to get this one delivered to you for that weekly fix. I'm Taimumari here at SwitchWatch. Take care, I'll see you soon.